our royal editor, Russell. You were actually at Oasis, weren't you? You and Ross, everybody was there. Good night.
Oh, tremendous, Lorraine. Yes. It was fantastic. I mean, absolutely biblical. Very, very lucky to have seen him once more. It was a hark back to my teenage years, but
Of course
super night.
And you looked so happy. You look so happy. It's brilliant. Right, royal news now. Now, what is going on with Prince Harry? Because we are told that he's claimed that, you know, they call them the grey men in suits, are trying to sabotage his reunion with the king. What's happening there?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because, of course, Harry did see his father on September the 10th. It was a very quick meeting when he was in the UK doing a few engagements. However, there is a bit of a war of words, and it harks you back to the time of the War of the Waleses when we had the two teams briefing against each other. On one side, you had Prince Charles, and the other side, Princess Diana. And Harry has used that language once again, the men in grey suits, saying that they are trying to sabotage his relationship and his chance of reconciliation with his father. Now, the King's team have sort of hit back and said that the King is saddened and perplexed about all of this. And I don't think it really sort of sets the foundations for this reconciliation that Harry is very, very keen to have. Of course, he wants to come back to the UK. He might want to bring his children back here at some stage. We understand he's very, very keen to try and get back to the UK about 2 or 3 times a year. But if there is sort of this war of words enveloping the royal family, then it's not going to be great for any relations that he wants.
No, it's not. And the thing is, I mean, obviously this is all sources close to and all of that malarkey. He hasn't actually come out and said anything, but he has to be quiet, does Harry? He has to just zip it, because the whole point, isn't it, as you've said often, is that they're worried, the royal family are worried to bring him back into the fold because he'll just blab.
Well, and why wouldn't they be? I mean, every time that they have had him in close quarters, he's ended up on a Oprah Winfrey or a Netflix series doing interviews with American broadcasters. And there is an intense feeling of nervousness inside the camp. You know, Prince William doesn't want anything to do with him. The King is sort of letting him back into the fold very, very gently. But, you know, the King is still having his cancer treatment. He definitely doesn't need this stress. No. And I think that if Harry wants that sort of opportunity to try and get back in any way, shape or form, then it's probably not best to sort of be briefing your spokespeople to say that, you know, it's the men in grey suits, the ones who are responsible for the King's diary, to be trying to sabotage your relationship. So let's watch this space and see what happens.
Do it all behind closed doors, sort it out. It's not a great time for the royal family generally, really, is it? Especially Prince Andrew and Fergie.
Well, no, and they certainly are not enjoying a great time of it, because Fergie's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein has been absolutely exposed over the last few weeks. Revelations that she was responding to emails with Jeffrey Epstein after he was convicted of sex offences, calling him a generous and supreme friend. Now, we understand that the King is certainly not wanting them around Christmas at all. He said that he wants them to be invisible at family occasions, not invited to Christmas. And I think for Fergie and Andrew, this is not going to be great, and not going to be great for their daughters either, because whether Beatrice and Eugenie wanted to be part of the working royal family, you know, we have a slimmed down monarchy at the moment. And I think, you know, they are going to be pushed further into the wilderness. So not a great time for the Yorks for sure.
Well, no, not at all. And it's very interesting. There's this new drama that's coming out, isn't there, that features Fergie. And that has all been caught up in this sort of backlash in a really strange way, actually.
Yeah, it is. It's a sort of a domino effect. And unfortunately, a new ITV drama going to be a 4-part series out early next year. It stars Natalie Dormer. She plays Sarah Ferguson. The drama is about Jane Andrews, who was one of her great friends who was convicted of the murder of her boyfriend in 2001. So really interesting sort of dynamic for Fergie then. However, Natalie Dormer has said that she's not going to be taking part in any of the promotional tour for the series. She's donated her entire fee to children's charities on the back of those revelations. So I think we, you know, if anything for the Yorks at the moment, it is probably to take that advice to be invisible, to not to be seen at the moment. Fergie has come out and said that she responded to Jeffrey Epstein because of potential threats that he was going to take them down. And I think this whole scenario, we've been talking about it for so long, but it gets uglier and uglier as it goes on.
It really does. And William and Kate are on the front pages this morning. What's all that about?
Well, of course, they're moving, aren't they? They're moving from Adelaide Cottage to another property in Windsor Great Park. However, you know, there's some people you don't want to annoy. It's the walkers and the hikers. The dog walkers and the hikers have been very, very angered over the sort of annexing of a part of Windsor Great Park. They're not going to be able to use a 2.3-mile perimeter about it. And of course, this is about security. If you've got the future king and queen and their children in a new part of the park with the new residents, then of course they need security. However, people are up in arms that they're not going to be able to walk their dogs. So, you know, poor William and Kate, they probably do need a bit of privacy with all this going on in the royal family.
Oh, geez. Honestly, it is a soap opera. Thank you very, very much, Russell. Always a joy to talk to you. Thanks,
Lorraine.
Well, that's a wrap for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We have all the best moments from the show right here on the channel. And if you like this video, then we think you'll love this one. See you next time.